Hey friends, welcome back to the channel where we break down the best ideas to level up your life. Today we're diving into a game changer, a productivity Bible, a book that's been shaking up how we work and live since it hit the shelves. Getting Things Done by David Allen. I'm calling this the ultimate summary because, honestly, I've been obsessed with this book for weeks, and I'm about to unpack it all for you. Chapter by chapter, idea by idea, in a way that's gonna stick with you. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, buried under to-do lists, or like your brain's a hamster wheel that won't stop spinning, this is for you. Now, before we jump into the chapters, let me set the stage. David Allen isn't just some productivity guru throwing buzzwords at you. He's a guy who's spent decades coaching everyone from CEOs to regular folks like us, figuring out why we're stressed and how to fix it. Getting Things Done, or GTD as the cool kids call it, isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about clearing the chaos so you can focus on what matters. Allen's big idea? Your brain's terrible at holding stuff. It's meant for thinking, not storing. So he's got this 5-step system to get everything out of your head and into a trusted system. Spoiler alert, it works. I've been testing it and my desk's still a mess, but my mind, way clearer. Let's break it down chapter by chapter and see how this magic happens. All right, part 1 is where Allen lays the foundation. It's 3 chapters that hit you with the why and the what of GTD. Let's start with chapter 1, a new practice for a new reality. Picture this. It's 25. Yep, today's April 5th, 25 if you're watching on release day. And life's crazier than ever. Emails pinging, Slack buzzing, your dog's chewing your shoe while you're on a Zoom call. Allen says this is the new reality. We're drowning in stuff, not just physical stuff, but mental stuff, every task, idea, or worry that's tugging at your attention. He calls these open loops, and they're why you're stressed. You're not overwhelmed because you've got too much to do. You're overwhelmed because you haven't figured out what to do with it all. Allen drops a truth bomb. Most stress comes from inappropriately managed commitments. You promise yourself you'll call your mom, finish that report, or finally fix that leaky faucet. But when you don't clarify what those promises mean, they haunt you. I felt this hard. Last week I had plan vacation floating in my head for days. Was it booking flights? Picking a hotel? My brain was a mess until I wrote it down. That's GTD in a nutshell, getting those loops out of your head so you can actually deal with them. Allen's not saying life's easy, but he's saying we can handle it better. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see how. Chapter 2 is where the rubber meets the road. Allen introduces his 5-step workflow. Think of it like a productivity assembly line. Step 1. Capture. Get everything out of your head, every task, idea, nagging thought. Write it down, record it, whatever works. Step 2. Clarify. Figure out what each thing means. Is it actionable? If yes, what's the next step? If no, trash it, file it, or save it for later. Step 3. Organize. Put those clarified tasks into lists or buckets. Next actions, projects, waiting for. Step 4. Reflect. Check your system regularly so it stays fresh. Step 5. Engage. Pick a task and do it. I love how practical this is. Allen's like, don't just stare at your inbox, process it. I tried this with my email yesterday. Instead of scrolling aimlessly, I asked, what's this? Can I reply in 2 minutes? Done. Does it need a follow-up? List it. Boom. 20 emails sorted in 15 minutes. He's got this 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. I've been knocking out tiny tasks like a ninja ever since. This chapter's gold because it's not theory, it's a playbook. We'll dig deeper into each step later, but for now, know this. GTD is about control, not chaos. Chapter 3 flips the script a bit. Alan says most of us suck at planning projects because we overcomplicate it or skip it entirely. He's got a natural planning model, 5 phases your brain already does, but GTD makes it deliberate. First, define your purpose. Why are you doing this? For Xerox Zone, it's inspire people with epic content. Second, envision the outcome. What does success look like? Maybe 1 million views on this video. Third, brainstorm. Throw every idea on the table. Fourth, organize. Sort those ideas into a plan. Fifth, next actions. Pick the first physical step. I tested this with a personal project. Organizing my garage. Purpose? Stop tripping over junk. Outcome? A clean space I can actually use. Brainstorm? Shelves, bins, donate stuff. Organize? Shelves first, then bins. Next action? Measure the wall. Suddenly, a daunting mess became doable. Alan's point is, don't let projects intimidate you. Break them down like this, and you're golden. This chapter's a creativity booster disguised as a productivity hack. Part 2 is the meat of GTD, 7 chapters of pure how-to. Alan's like your personal coach here, walking you through setting up and running this system. Let's dive in. Chapter 4 is all about prep. Alan says you need 3 things: time, space, and tools. Block off a chunk of time, 2 days if you can, to kick this off. I did a Saturday afternoon and it was a revelation. Next, carve out a space, a desk, a corner, somewhere you can focus. Mine's this chaos right here, but it works. Tools? Simple stuff. Paper, pens, trays, a calendar, maybe an app. Alan's old school. He loves paper, but you can go digital. I use a mix notebook for capture, Todoist for lists. He walks you through a mind sweep, dumping every open loop onto paper. I wrote down 87 things in one go. Buy dog food, email Jake, fix that squeaky chair. It was exhausting but freeing. Once it's out, you're ready to process. This chapter's like setting up a workbench before building something awesome. Chapter 5 zooms in on capturing. Alan's obsessed with getting stuff out of your head, physical stuff, digital stuff, mental stuff. He says anything that doesn't belong where it is, the way it is an open loop pulling your attention. That half-read book on your nightstand. Open loop. That email you flagged but ignored. Open loop. I walked around my house with a box, tossing in random junk, old bills, a broken remote, then listed digital stuff like update LinkedIn. Alan's tip: keep your capture tools minimal. I've got one inbox tray and my phone's notes app. The goal? Nothing lingers in your brain. I'll admit I missed stuff at first, kept remembering things mid-shower, but after a week I got the hang of it. This chapter's a wake-up call. You can't manage what you don't capture. Chapter 6 is where you process that captured stuff. Alan's rule: empty your inbox, physical or digital, regularly. Not by doing everything, but by deciding what it is. For each item, ask, what is it? Is it actionable? If no, trash it, file it as reference, or put it on a someday maybe list, like learn guitar. If yes, what's the next action? If it's quick, do it. If not, delegate it or defer it to a list. I hit my inbox with this. Found a bill. Next action. Pay it online. 2 minutes, done. Found a party invite. Next action. RSVP. Deferred to my calendar. It's like triage for your life. Alan's 2-minute rule shines here. I've never cleared small tasks faster. This chapter's a stress killer. You'll feel lighter just trying it. Chapter 7 is the organizing phase. Alan gives you a filing system for your clarified stuff. Next actions lists, split by context, like at computer, errands. A projects list for anything needing multiple steps, waiting for delegated stuff, and a calendar for time-specific tasks. I've got call mom under phone, buy paint under errands, and garage project on my project list. He's big on keeping it simple. No overcomplicated apps or color coding. I started with a notebook, then moved some to Todoist. The trick? Every task has a home, so your brain doesn't have to track it. I forgot a dentist appointment pre-GT, now it's on my calendar, and I'm good. This chapter's your blueprint for order. Chapter 8 is about reflecting, reviewing your system so it doesn't rot. Alan says do a daily check of your calendar and lists, but the real magic's the weekly review. Every Friday, I sit down, look at my next actions, update my projects, and clear my head. Last week, I realized planned vacation was stalled, added research flights, and got it moving. It's like tuning a car. You skip it, and things break down. Alan calls it mind like water, calm but ready. I was skeptical, but after 3 weeks, I trust my system more than my memory. This chapter's the glue that keeps GTD humming. Chapter 9 is go time, engaging with your tasks. Alan's got a 4-criteria model. Context, where are you? Time available, energy, and priority. At 10 a.m., with an hour and high energy, I tackle write script. At 3 p.m., brain fried, I do order groceries. It's intuitive but deliberate. I love how this feels empowering, not rigid. Yesterday, I had 20 minutes before a call, knocked out email Jake because it fit. Alan says trust your gut once your system's solid. This chapter's about action, not overthinking, and it's liberating. Chapter 10 revisits projects. Alan says every project needs a next action, or it's just a stressor. My garage project? Measure wall became buy shelves after I measured. He ties it back to natural planning, keep the purpose and outcome clear, and momentum builds. I had a stalled video idea for Xerox Zone. Applied this, brainstormed, and next action was draft outline. Done in a day. This chapter's a reminder. Projects don't finish themselves. You nudge them along. Part 3, 3 final chapters, is Alan's deep dive into why GTD works. It's less how and more why you'll stick with it. Chapter 11 hammers home capturing. Alan says if you don't capture consistently, your brain takes over, and it's a lousy manager. I started carrying a tiny notepad everywhere. Caught call plumber mid-dog walk. It's a habit now, and my stress is down 50%. This chapter's a pep talk for staying vigilant. Chapter 12 is all about next actions. Alan's obsessed with what's the next physical step. Vague tasks like get fit become buy running shoes. I had grow Xerox Zone. Now it's post this video. Clarity drives action. This chapter's a productivity turbocharger. Chapter 13 ties it together with outcomes. Alan says focusing on why and what done looks like keeps you motivated. My outcome for this video? You watching, inspired, hitting subscribe. It's pulled me through hours of work. This chapter's your North Star. So, there you have it. Getting things done, unpacked for Xerox Zone. This isn't just a book, it's a lifestyle. I've been living GTD for a month and I'm hooked. Less stress, more done, and I'm actually enjoying the process. Try it for a week, capture everything, clarify it, organize it, and watch your life shift. What do you think? Have you tried GTD? Got a favorite tip? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. If this helped you, smash that like button, share it with a friend who's drowning in to-dos, and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Next up, I'm tackling another productivity gem. Any guesses? Stay tuned, Xerox Zone viewers.